think one of the most popular property strategies over the years has definitely been flipping. It's buying a property, seeing value, seeing opportunity, and then adding the value and either holding it or flipping it and making some profit. So I guess one of the most commonly asked questions I get, or I certainly get asked a lot, is how do I turn this into that? And I guess what I mean by that is we view anywhere up to 50 properties a week. And when I go out and view a property, all I'm looking for is opportunity. I'm not looking at what it's worth today. I'm not looking at what property it's on the market for, what value it's on the market for. I'm not even looking at what condition it's in. I'm just looking at how much could it be worth? What could be done? How big is the garden? How big is the space around the property? Can I add extensions? Can I go above? Can I go on the side? The thing I love about 1930s to 1960s properties is inside the rooms are big and the layouts are terrible, which means you can take the layouts and you completely rejiggle them. You can create more rooms, more bathrooms, you can add value, you can add value, you can add value. So does flipping work in the current property market? Well, you've got to take into consideration the taxes when buying a property, and obviously you've got the stamp duty holiday at the moment, which could change, could be extended, we'll see. You've also got the tax, capital gains tax when you sell the property. So you've got to take all of that into consideration, okay? But flipping a property, adding value to a property is a fantastic strategy, and I love it. And it's one I follow, and one I preach, and one I practice, and one I teach every day of my life, and I always will, because there's different variations. So for me, at the moment, the way that the flipping strategy works at the moment is to see opportunity. So let me give you an example. A property's on the market for 400,000. It's a 3-bedroom detached property, and there are similar properties, okay, with 4 bedrooms that are on the market for 450. Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking about is, can I do a side extension, add a reception room and a bedroom and ensuite? Can I go into the loft? Can I go behind? Can I convert a garage into space which can make the home bigger, make it a nicer house, add value, add value, add value. It's really important. It's everything I'm looking for. And if I do that and spend that money, could the property be then worth 500,000? And if that's the case, then I put my plan together, get my ideas, my design, work with my architects or work with my builders, and then I focus on the price. So it's on for 400. Okay, what can I get it for? And then I work on printing comparables and going back as far as I have to on Rightmove Admin, a special agency software. And that will enable me to go back and look at every property similar within a 2-mile radius, which is sold or been on the market. I can then put together my pack to send to the agent or direct to the vendor to work on them understanding why I've only offered 350, and then hopefully get to a compromise where potentially we can have an offer agreed at maybe 360. Okay, and then I'm turning, in my mind, something like that into something like that. Okay, I'm going to make around 100 grand profit. And then I guess the next big question is, what do I do next? Do I sell it and take the capital gains hit? Is the market right to sell? If you're an appreciating market, flipping is fantastic. If you're not, then sometimes you might want to adapt that strategy and say, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to rent it out. I'm going to rent it out for 2 years, then I'm going to flip it. Okay, I'm going to wait for the market to pick up, and then I'm going to flip it. Or you might want to add value. You might then want to then run it as a HMO, for example, where you can turn a £1,500 rental into a £3,500 rental. You can make £1,500, £1,600, £1,700 profit a month for 2 years. Wait for the property market to get where you want. So not only have you added value, okay, not only did you get it below market value, but the market's starting to appreciate, and that's a sweet spot. So let's say 5% below market value. Let's say we added 10% value to the property. That's 15% value in the property plus your deposit. Let's say the market picks up by 5%. Bang. You've just got 20% equity, okay, in a property you've owned 1 year to 2 years. Boom. That's where you sell it, okay? And you really make the most of, firstly, your research, your good work getting the property below market value. And hey, I'm being pessimistic. I'm saying 5% below market value. Hey, we're in times where you can get it for 10% below market value, you know that. Then potentially add 10-15% value to the property. Why not? Okay, if you're extending, if you're going into the loft, you're creating bigger spaces, more rooms, if you're making the house more desirable, then why not? 10-15% would be easy. And then, hey, what was if the market picked up over at some point? We had a little dip over the next 12 months, and then the market picked up like it always does. If you've watched my videos talking about 1990, talking about 2008, the market always does. And then there's a 10% increase. All of a sudden, you've got 30 to 35% capital forced appreciation. Well, the combination of forced appreciation and natural appreciation in that property, okay? And you can do that. Anybody can do that. And sometimes it's taking a traditional property strategy, flipping it, sorry for the pun, on its head, okay, and adapting it with another property strategy to make it much more profitable for you and also make it current. And that's what you can do. You can combine 2 or 3 different property strategies to make them current. And that's what we teach, that's what we practice, and that's what predominantly makes us all money. All right, so hope you enjoyed that. A bit of an insight into a property flipping and how you can make it work in today's market. Keep in touch. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and I'll have some great content out there over the next couple of days.